Hello everybody and welcome back to Viking Conquest, Mountain Blade. Here where we actually are taking on our father-in-law, Jarl Olaf Gudrunson of the Kingdom of Lathland. He was a bit too strong to really be left to our own devices. Cucumbers, hello, good to see you. But it's a big fight, but we have the advantage by about 3-1, but still it's not ideal. Because Olaf Gudrunson is a good commander and he has a lot of troops. But we're going to start battle holding position and see how that goes. I am doing okay, thank you, Cucumbers. Had a little bit of issue getting the stream started today, but we're here now. And I've forgotten we're on a very slow horse, so we need to get that sorted as well. We will hold this hill, I think. That's the strongest position really to work from. Archers there. Skirmishers there. And how are you doing today, Cucumbers? Are you okay? Haven't dropped any smoothies yet. I remember that was an issue last time. Where are they? Oh god, they're miles away. Okay, let's move the infantry down a little bit, and same with our spearmen, as they are our front line kind of troops. Are they going to push us? I don't think they are, because they are the weaker. Yeah, they're the weaker force by quite some distance. Better now, to be honest. Had a pretty bad week, so it's called a comfort stream and streaming on my day off. Oh, that's kind. I'm glad I can be a comfort streamer to someone. We're going to let our cavalry and our horse archers charge in, hopefully to just push them into attacking. Our infantry is not doing what they're told, as normal. So we'll put them down there. And we have some horses going in to hopefully provoke them into attacking. What's the plans for today's run is to invade Kent, which is a county in the UK, which I will kind of show you once we're back on the world map. But in essence, is to keep up my blitzkrieg attack of southern England, essentially, so that they, because there are a lot of factions can come back and kind of become resurgent from the dead. The best thing I can do is just knock out as many factions as possible, and then deal with their kind of small uprisings as time goes on. But I've got a big, like I said, this is a big fight here, which we need to deal with first. Actually against my father-in-law, who I'm not on very good terms with, after we took his castle. I'm going to get that pony because it's not lamed, so it's going to be a little bit faster to ride on. And that should help us a little bit more. I think they are now charging in, which is good. I'm more than happy to let them charge us, as opposed to the other way around. I'm just going to need the infantry to move slightly more down there, so there's a bit more of a longer line for us to work on. I suppose we could do some hammer anvil tactics, depending, but let's just see how this initial engagement goes. I can't imagine these kind of unarmoured, unskilled kind of priests and peasants are going to do particularly well, but you never know. They might surprise us yet. Okay, off to you. First kill of the day. Always nice to get that started. Oh, I want to go after the Berserker if possible. Nice. He's shouting out his war cry. We'll try and counter that with our horn blowing, because that's useful. We don't want to have any morale issues when we go into the kind of first major fight. I'm just aware I don't want to get too close and kind of have some issues there. Blow a horn again. I'm still more than willing to let them charge us, because it's much safer than us charging them, because then any reinforcement waves of theirs have to spawn ages away, and so they'll be really out of position, whereas our reinforcement waves should spawn pretty much right here. But I don't want to get involved in the melee scrum too early on, purely because it's going to be a long fight, and if I get knocked out I can't command my troops. Sometimes you have to be a commander as opposed to a soldier. I suppose that's now with the king we probably should. We are going to charge now as they are kind of going down here. We're actually going to get off this pony and fight on foot, I think. In fact, we'll let everyone charge, skirmishers and archers as well, because eventually they'll run out of their ammo, and so then they'll become effectively useless if they're not in the melee scrum. I think we're doing well here. Let's just give another blow on our horn. Although we can't move when we're blowing that, because everyone knows that you can't walk and play an instrument at the same time. Okay, we're doing well. How are we doing in terms of stats? Okay, we've lost a few troops, but not as many as them, so that's kind of the main thing. We've lost the leader, it's not ideal. We might want to reform on that hill, potentially. Let's do that now. This is a long fight, we need to play this smartly. Oh, that's an actual horse. There was a horse there. I think the horse might have died. My dog just muted my PC because she laid her head on the keyboard and I thought the stream broke. Nicely done. What's your dog's name? Infantry there, spearmen there, archers and skirmishers on the hill as before. I don't think we really have any horse people left. Thelma, that's a lovely name. I'm going to pick up a spare shield from this headless man if I can. I think that one might be broken. There we go, pick up one there. Are they going to charge in for us? Maybe not. I have two dogs, Thelma and Maddie, but Thelma tends to be the most chaotic. I feel like whenever you have pets, there's always one who's more chaotic than the other. You know, my two cats, Jimmy and Lena. Lena is completely chaotic. Okay, I'm going to get everyone to close ranks a bit, so stand closer. Because otherwise they're just a bit too far apart for my own good, really. I don't know if we want to just charge them again, that might be the better option. I'm hoping we can bait them into attacking, but it looks like we might have to charge them. It's not perfect. What we definitely shouldn't do is charge by ourselves. Okay, let's pull back. I don't think they're going to charge in for us. Go, go, go. I don't think we really have a choice, to be honest. I think we just have to go like this. Okay, they are now charging in as well, but so at least they've broken ranks a little bit as well. I still remember the Nightbot moderating me for everything for that first stream. Yeah, I've kind of got rid of Nightbot for the most part. Yeah, especially when it's just, given we're quite a small community at the moment, there's no real need. Oh, good, go away. There's no real need for a major kind of moderation system just yet. You know, maybe in the future I'll have to kind of come up with a proper one, but for the time being, I think we're okay. Ooh, that looks fun. I want to pick up the axe just for fun. That stream was such chaos. It was chaos. The axe doesn't actually seem to be that good, so I've just dropped it again. My early streams were quite chaotic, that is very true. Okay, we've lost the leader, let's blow our horn. Try counteract some of that morale loss that we might be experiencing. And keep pushing forward. I think people are starting to run now. How are we doing? Okay, we're doing well enough that I think we can continue pushing just like this. It's not perfect by any means, but I think it's probably okay. I'm just going to turn up the music. The one complaint I have about this game is that the music never really stays the same level, so you have to adjust it quite often so you can actually hear it. And certainly in this mod there's not actually that many soundtracks. In some of the other mods there are more. In this one less so. I'm aware there's a couple of berserkers over there and I don't really want to get involved with them unless I have some of my stronger troops with me as well. We've got some more reinforcements coming in, excellent. There's a skirmisher or a berserker there, we completely missed. There we go, we're taking him out. They're always ones to kind of deal with because they are blooming strong. But they don't really care about their own safety, which is, I guess, quite true for berserkers, but they are very, very strong shock troops and we don't want to get involved with them unless we can deal with them safely. Okay, it looks like the first round we've taken, what, 120 losses? But not all of them are dead, so that's fine. I think we can now retreat. Or Finish the first wave and let's go again. I think we will need to charge in at them because they're not going to do anything. But I'd love to be able to set up on this side of the river and let them push in, to be honest. So we'll set up here, I guess. Actually, there's multiple rivers. Okay, everyone just follow me. That's fine. We'll set up on the far side of the river instead. Because there are... Oh, it's a fork. This is kind of a forked river. That makes sense. We'll set up on the far side of the river and we should be able to bait them into attacking us still. Because I always find that works better. Okie dokie, they are really deciding to stay close to their kind of safe area. Infantry there, spearmen here. Archers and skirmishers on the very slight mound there. Cavalry and horse archers can hold if we have any over there. I don't think we actually have that many. Oh, we have some actually. I've just got the sudden craving for pizza. That's normally how pizza works, isn't it? You're like, oh, I don't need a pizza. And suddenly you're like, oh, I need a pizza. Depends what toppings though. Because some toppings are very controversial. Have a quick drink, and then while our troops are kind of setting up, we can get in position. We are shooting them, but I'll be only with 5 archers, and that's not ideal. Don't let the horse die. It's already lamed. Even if it doesn't die, I'm gonna have to let it be sold at market because it's too slow to ride on. I'd practically be faster walking. It'd be safer to walk than it would be. It's fine. We can put a horse on the toppings, on toppings on the pizza instead. Sorry, was that a dark joke? But there was a there was a scandal here in the UK a long time ago about horse meat, which kind of still in my psyche somewhere. Okay, infantry move forward. I don't know why they're not. And spearmen there. And we can put our skirmishers a little bit forward as well. What are these? Oh my goodness. Are you infantry? Yeah, you're the spearman. I don't know why you're over there. Move you forward. Yeah, there's one of our major supermarkets here in the UK was either them or kind of their providers put horse meat in their lasagna product, and it was a huge scandal back in the day. Like, even I was quite young, but I still remember that being a huge thing in the news. Kill you. Come here. Stop running away. Okay, thanks, horseman. You did the job for me. Ooh, decapitation, lovely. Death, 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 death. I like having armour because it keeps me protected, but trying to catch up with lightly armoured, lightly tunic skirmishers doesn't always go very well. Because they can walk backwards and still fire while I'm still trying to just catch up to them, really. Deal with that berserker, excellent. Most of these guys are now fairly lightly armoured, so it should be okay to just charge into them and kill them. Oh, you're not lightly armoured though. Let's deal with you. I think you're a ship captain. Problem is the Norse freeholders, the Norse troop tree are still very strong all throughout. Which is why I'm kind of leaving the Irish tree to last, because or the Irish land to last, because it's arguably the easiest faction to take on just in terms of their troop tree. I wouldn't have initially done so, but oh, that's a strong cohort of troops. Let's let's just charge. No, don't hold your fire. Fire it well. Goodness me. Blow the horn. Keep that morale up. I was initially going to go into Ireland, but then we had this opportunity here in Britain, and so we're going to take mass advantage of it as best possible. Losing a few leaders, it's not ideal. If we can deal with these melee troops at the front, the skirmishers shouldn't be too much of an issue. I don't really want to charge them by my lonesome because that's not going to go very well. Blow our horn again. Use that morale boost. I don't know how much morale boost it actually gives to us, but it's, I think, still worth doing. We've taken a few losses, but nothing we can't recover from, that's for sure. Okay, go after you. Go after you. Do a cool ninja jump, that was fun. I like doing the ninja jumps because the soldiers don't really know how to react to it very well. Although sometimes they've been shot in mid-air while doing a ninja jump, but that doesn't go very well. Oh, I don't think we're going to be able to catch up to you. Hopefully someone still has some arrows or something. There's a throwing spear there. I want it. Well, we got one of them at least. There's only a few soldiers left. I'm happy just to let them retreat. Still another 59. We're just going to charge in. There's only 59 of them left. I don't think that's a huge issue. Especially as I think pretty much all our cavalry is... well, there's you who's not. So maybe actually cavalry and horse archers can follow me for the time being. We'll let them charge in when it's a little bit safer once our infantry have caught up. This has been a long battle, but it's going to be useful. I'm kind of sad that we're not in good relations with our father-in-law, but hey ho. We just have to we'll just have to make it work. Because it'd be nice if we could get our father-in-law to defect to us, but he absolutely hates us at the moment. Because we tried to take over his castle. Understandably, he wasn't too thrilled about that. I probably could have tried to persuade him over, but it was taking too long and I just needed to take over the land. I keep forgetting you're married in this game. Yeah, so do I. One minute. It's because you never see your wife. I do occasionally, when I go back to my court, I do say hello to her. But there's not a huge emphasis on it in this game. It's useful to get married. If I played as a female character, it would have a much bigger part to play. Because obviously, medieval period, the lady folk were not so aptly kind of cared for. And they were seen as kind of the weak... Oh, there's the horse dead. You know, it was easier in medieval life, to be a man than a woman. And so, in this, certainly in the base game and some of the other mods, if you play as a woman and get married to a lord, there's a lot more you can do in terms of marriage. There's a lot more benefits to being married. Really, for us... marrying just gives us right to rule, which is still useful, and you can also have kids, although the kids don't seem to actually ever show up from the one I'm aware of. So ow. So marriage is not a huge thing in this game. It might be more in the sequel in Mountain Blade Bannerlord, but I'm still yet to really get into that because it doesn't have the same charm and characters I think Warband does. Okay, they're starting to run now. We'll kill whoever we can, and then we will run up. You're quoting me so you can have kids with her, they never show up, but they don't. I have 3 kids, and I've never seen them once. They don't show up as in-game characters, that's the problem. You defeated the enemy. I'm actually going to let you go, because I want to make amends with my father-in-law before the end of the series. Yeah, they're not named Where's Dad? He's milking the cow, sweetie. He's going to get a pack of cigarettes, don't worry about it. And given how many times I've accidentally spent with the ladies of the night when I'm trying to hire them for my troops, I don't think she'd be too thrilled about that, but hey ho. We'll hire whoever we can. And capture whoever we can to sell and to ensure that we have a good enough company to be able to take some castles. Even if they're not very good, just having more troops is useful. Show the looters is common. I'm hoping we're going to get a good amount of battle trophies, and we have. Excellent. A very large amount of them, in fact. And we can take a little bit of other gear as well in the meantime. And we are going to head to You're out in war, sleeping with women while married with 3 kids you've never met. Yes, but I also feel might be quite a standard thing in this kind of period. No wonder your father-in-law doesn't like you. That's not why he doesn't like me. He only liked me because I took his land. That's the only reason my father-in-law doesn't like me. He doesn't care. Old Captain, you're cool, but there's only one of you, so it doesn't really feel worth it. Ethelmare, I do have some prisoners. Would you like a look? We will sell all of you, and then we're going to go invade Kent. So all of you. If I go to my notes and go to my character, so it's got my father-in-law, my brother-in-law, my other brother-in-law, and my mother-in-law, and my wife. Even if you go to my wife's page, you don't have the children don't show up. Also, she should really be Queen Asgard now, but hey ho, I digress. We're going to trade with the locals. We're going to redeem our battle trophies for a good amount of money, and we can also sell the remainder of our loot for a few pennies, nothing major. And now that we're back on the world map, we can kind of see where we need to go next. I want to take out Canterbury in the relevant places around here, so we lock down Kent. Then I think I'm willing to make peace with both Lathland and with East Engel for the time being. And then I want to go to war with the Mumain and take back all this land that I've lost over time. Maybe go to war with... hang on, we can see how many people are in Chippenham at the moment. Not too bad. So yeah, we're going to go down and deal with Canterbury and the relevant lands surrounding it. Just wait for everyone to catch up. We've got a decent marshalling here at the moment, which is nice. And we're making a good amount of money each week as well, which I'm thrilled by. Okay, let's go to Hrothgar sister. You are Gwyneth, that's fine. Wait for all our people to catch up. And we're going to besiege the fort. Speak to the commander there. And you need to surrender because there are way too many people in there. Or way too many people going after us. What am I saying? Way too many people of ours that they're going to surrender, which is good. My dog is staring at me dead in the eyes from my bedroom doorway, and he is whining. I have zero clue what she wants. Isn't that what dogs always do? Just kind of whine from a distance. Maybe it needs the toilet? I don't really know dogs that well. I've always done cats, to be honest. Who can we give this to? That actually needs some land. We can give this to Enfrith, but he blooming hates us. As does this guy here. We could probably give it to this guy because he doesn't have any. He likes us a lot already, but he doesn't have a fort, so we can give him 4. I'm wary of giving people too much power because if they rebel, it's not going to go well. We probably do have some more. We can probably save the rest of the bits of land and give it to them, or kind of give it to. Hang on, wait for these guys to catch up. We can probably give it to new lords that we hire. But we are only going to hire ones that are actually hire people that actually like us. Unlike what I was doing before, where I was just kind of trying to grab everyone. Her sister Sidrock the Younger, or the Young. Oh, there's a lot of troops here. And those are just traders. That's fine. Enemies of load waste to a thief. That's okay. Ooh, that might be a little bit tough to break into. It's got like 1,000 such troops, so we should be able to besiege it. That's fine. I wish I could have cats, honestly. I love both dogs and cats, and if I could have cats, I'd have those too. I love dogs, but I've always found it easier just to have cats. This one we might actually need to kind of starve them out, which is not ideal. So we're going to build mantlets. We're also going to go to the siege prep. We're not going to try sneaking because that went awfully last time. We're going to build blockade. We're going to blockade, which is really useful. We're going to find a traitor, hopefully. And we're going to order construction of sanitation, as well as pillaging. Oh, Oh, I actually made it in. I mispressed and I made it in. How the bloody hell did I get away with that? How the bloody hell did I get away with that? That could have gone so badly wrong, wouldn't it? Because I wasn't paying attention. It's fine. I'm going to buy all their food and then run away again. And then leave. Okay. Let's let time pass. Wait until tomorrow. The quicker we can get them to surrender, the better, really. But we've only got so many troops here. Planning siege. Nothing there yet. Build equipment. We're gonna prep for the siege, but I'd really rather not do so. Almost a lot of our lords are leaving, which is not excellent. So much text on the screen, I cannot see what I'm doing. It's the one thing about this game, the alerts are not always the best. They're not the best designed. Okay. Anyone from the pillaging? We found an abundance of food, excellent. Although our repetition with Canterbury is not doing so well, understandably. Okay, we're going to order active watching. And we're not going to try sneak inside again, because that went... I'm surprised we got away with that last time, to be honest. We could order the Vanguard to place the mantlets. We lost 74 troops in that. Not ideal. But we got the mantlets ready for when we need them. For now, we're going to wait till tomorrow. I really don't think we'll be able to get them to surrender yet, until we kind of draw them out a bit more. Because this is one of their last strongholds. Enemies trying to burn our assault equipment. We've lost 35 troops there, they've lost 4. What do we need to do? Quickly send all men to protect the god equipment. We're gonna... Oh, they burned down our equipment, the bastards. The siege isn't going very well. Okay, we are going to deal with the troops that have lost our food. We're not doing very well, that's for sure. Wait until tomorrow. If we can siege them out, that'll be the best option. Kingdom of Mir says no more. That's not what I expected. We do need some more lords to join us. One joined us there, which is good. Hopefully we can get a couple more to join us. Did the traitor... Was the traitor successful? Sir, our men have discovered near the wall. They are fighting their way out of Canterbury. Look over there at the sally port. They're trying to flee, but they are surrounded. Order an additional group of men to their aid. Many bodies left behind. But no one gets left behind. We're not going to leave our men to their fate. 98 troops lost. But we get reputation. And we're going to try send some people in to infiltrate. Starting with the burning of the town's food. Or we can kill the livestock. We can poison the town's water. Subvert the defenders. So order. Subvert the defenders. See what happens. To make the food last longer, the defenders throw out their women, children and elderly. You can see them moving towards you begging for food. Do not give them anything, allow them to die of starvation. Give food for them. Or kill them. No, they can have some food. Although our men think we're a weak leader, understandably. Oxford has been besieged by East Angle. Damn, hang on. Go to our siege camp. Send some foragers. Oxford. Where is Oxford? Oxford's been besieged. I think we can retake Oxford on the way home. That's okay. How many troops do I still have? 154. Goodness me. Okay, we're gonna. We've pushed so far in for the siege. I feel like we have to continue really at this point. Wait until tomorrow. We're gonna try siege them out. That's for sure. we can retake Oxford at a later date. That's gonna just have to be how we do it. Wait till tomorrow. Mercenary wants to join our ranks and camps. He says he's in exile from the place that we are besieging and he wants revenge. Absolutely. Canterbury's not going to like us, but we're not taking Canterbury for ourselves anyway, so I don't particularly mind. Kingdom of Ulade has declared war against us because we're powerful. That's fine, we'll have to deal with that at a later stage. Remind me who the Ulade are. Kingdom of the Ulade. They are people. I think they're another Irish faction. We're already at war with quite a few Irish factions, so one war is not the end of the world. Oh, they're these people in the yellow. Gotcha. Okay, we might have to deal with them, but that's fine. I want to push into Canterbury. We've done a lot in this siege. I feel like we have to try and continue. We fortify the camp. We may as well. But siege, and then continue onwards. Wait here for some time. I've been gone like 5 minutes and there's so much happening. What did I miss? I've been losing a lot of troops trying to get into Canterbury here. Hasn't gone very well. But we are managing to siege them. Once they get down to like 0 days, we might be able to get them to leave, or they might sally out. And we are also at war with a new faction, and Oxford is being besieged. But we might just have to let Oxford be taken, and then we retake it back. Another 6 days. Would you surrender now? No. Okay, we'll carry on. Okay, the enemy is trying to break our blockade, and I'm going to try to contain them. We lost 52. They lost 4. Really? Send some men. We must build a blockade again. We are losing so many soldiers, and they're all our soldiers. That's the problem. Northumbria might come to war with us. We lost Oxford to East Bengal. That's fine. We'll just have to retake it back. This has been a costly siege of Canterbury. A very costly siege of Canterbury. How did the infiltration go? Oh, sir, the enemy has sent a bag with the heads of your men. Some of our... Damn. Cowards having a couple of... Avenge the insult to us. This is going terribly. Oh, goodness me. 6 more days. Wait until tomorrow. I think we have the men to take them on, but still. Our scouts have found the defenders have poisoned the water. Do you want to buy water and ask the merchants to bring it via supply route? Yes, 600 pennies is not a big loss. 5 more days. We've lost like 200 men in this siege so far. It's gone terribly. Wait until tomorrow. Or we might have to abandon the siege of Canterbury for the time being. Bad news. One of our men has deserted the enemy. It's because his morale, because they offered him money. Offer as much money as possible to minimise temptation. That gives us morale back, which is good. We need it. 4 more days. Please surrender. No, they're not going to, are they? This siege has gone awfully. It's genuinely gone terribly. Yes, we lost 200 men in this siege so far. We didn't come with a big enough force, that's the problem, to kind of just overwhelm them straight away. During the night, your men captured and executed a group of enemies who tried to infiltrate and burn supplies. We are going to we're going to give them some money, because we need to keep morale up. 2 days left. Will you surrender now? No, you won't. Of course you won't. Okay, we're going to keep going until they've run out of food. Once they run out of food, they're going to have to run. They're going to have to try break out. Part of our food was destroyed. Wonderful. We're going to punish the men on duty because we need to. There's a whole bunch of things happening here, but I'm not really able to read them until we've dealt with this siege. Wait till tomorrow. Enemies are laid waste to Fief. That's fine. We'll just have to deal with that. We're at least making good money. That's for sure. One more day till they're actually out of food. A group of enemies attacked our men by surprise and quickly withdrew. Oh, that's another 30 men. Good grief. We're down to 20 men? We're down to 20 men, my goodness. This is going so badly. Come on, we've pushed so much into Canterbury, I feel like we have to stay here. More people are defecting, by the way, I can see that happening. They're now starving. Please, will you surrender? No. What else has happened? I feel like more land has gone to somewhere else. Okay, they're selling out. The more they sell out, the more chance we have. But we are actually at a disadvantage slightly, so we're going to not be too hasty in pushing forward. We're going to be like the Ents. Now, don't be hasty. Most of our actual party are dead, but we got our companion lords here with us, which is good. We'll let them come to us. Infantry move forward, spearmen move forward. Let's keep our melee troops at the front. Blow a horn. And go, go, go. Let's hope we manage this. If this is a failed fight, we'll pull out of Canterbury and come back another time. Which it may well be, I don't know. How are we doing? We still have more troops than them, but they might have better quality troops. That's the only real concern that I have at the moment. Okay, deal with you. Let's use our throwing weapons. As best we can, anyway. Chop you, chop you, chop you. No, we missed that. That's not good. Let's go after some of these guys at the back, if we can. Go after you. And turn around and try to deal with the other chaps. I think we are winning this, but it's going to have come at a cost. As this entire siege has, to be perfectly honest with you. So as soon as, if we do manage to take Canterbury, we're making peace with East Anglia, we're going to make peace with Lakeland. They may not be thrilled to do so, but they've lost so much territory, my hope is that we can just force them into submission. And there we go, we've killed about 150 of them, there's still so many inside. We surrender now? No, understandably. Keep on pushing inside. Wait until tomorrow. We'll just have to deal with the consequences of what else is happening in the rest of the world. Hamtun has been besieged by Stengel. We're going to have to go take these places back. But we've really tried in here. That I really don't want to abandon the siege now. It'd feel stupid. Wait till tomorrow. We could try siege, but I don't think it'll go very well. I want to try get them out the normal way. Would you surrender now? No. Okay, build man, let's try this again. Battle advantage still isn't great, but I feel like we're losing too much time here in Canterbury that we need to push forward. They are starving, but they're just not going to leave, that's the problem. Wait till tomorrow, see what happens here. The battle advantage is not ideal. They're pushing out again, which is actually quite useful for me. But we're about equal in terms of troop quantity, so we need to be a little bit careful. Infantry at the front as before, as with our spearmen. Everyone else kind of at the back. We will blow a horn. Try to keep that morale up, because bloody hell we need it. And then we'll keep pushing forwards. And go now. Charge, charge, charge. Let's do some throwing weapon damage from afar if we can. Well, hopefully not taking too many throwing weapon damage in our face. This might not go as well. Deal with you, deal with you. Okay, deal with you two, wonderful. There's a big force coming in here from the flank, which is not ideal. Gentlemen, I require assistance. I don't know what you're doing, but you're not helping. Thank you, Berserker. You probably saved my bacon there. Ow. Deal with you. Deal with you. How are we doing? Okay, we are winning this. That's good. It's definitely safer to fight out in the open than it is in terms of a siege. Which is why I'm not too keen on sieging, especially because they've got so many troops. But it may come to that soon. We'll have to see. Okay, will you please surrender? No. Damn. How's the mantlets doing? We build the ladders. Do we assault? This might be a terrible idea. But I think we have the battle advantage. We're just going to have to go for it. We spent too much time and we lost too many men. I'm keen to make peace with some people now. Now that we've done our kind of blitzkrieg attack. We need to make peace. But I'm not going to charge in straight away. I'll let some of my soldiers do that and then I'll follow in later on. I'm concerned that we've lost a bit of land. Obviously Oxford has been retaken. Hamtoon has been besieged. And I saw that Wolf here has turned traitor. And I don't know, I can't remember what land I gave him, but I think he has at least a couple of bits of land. So we'll definitely need to try and retake that. So really this one we can only accept new lords who actually genuinely like us, because otherwise they're just going to keep on defecting. But that might also be because my character had a lot of controversy, because we kept on losing men in this siege here in Canterbury. So that might be the case why he defected. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll have to see. This is a bit different with the two ladders, one going much higher up there. I don't even know if these throwing weapons are actually doing anything, but hopefully they can at least destroy some shields if nothing else. We'll blow a horn again, keep that morale up. I think once we can actually get ourselves on that wall there on the left, we should be doing a lot better. But right now they're actually killing more of us than we are of them, which is not perfect. I'd actually like to join this ladder if entirely possible, if I can actually get on there. But I can't because that's the way it works. So we'll go see if we can do some damage here. Is that man trying to punch the attackers? I think he is. There we go. We can at least do some damage from here. We'll have to jump each time, but that's okay. Okay, I'm only doing better up there. I'm going to join this ladder here, I think. Kind of the flanking maneuver that. Hello? Game? And the game has crashed. Wonderful. Great. I don't think we've saved since the beginning of this, but that's interesting. Wonderful. Just wonderful. I don't know where we're going to end up, but we'll have to see. Apologies for this. Maybe we can try Siege Canterbury a bit better this time. It's just my luck as well. We finally actually make some progress in Canterbury. It's just cursed. They just don't want me to take Canterbury. That's what it is. Oh, never mind. I think this time we will just be a bit more direct with our siege into Canterbury. Let's just make sure everything's still okay with the actual stream itself. Hey, at least I get to make use of my fun transition cards that Streamlabs provides for us. Here we go. Be right back. Starting soon. Live. Intermission. Ending soon. The Cursed Siege of Canterbury. Hey, that would be a good title for the video. And because I'm not playing on Iron Man, nothing would have saved. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Yeah, let's go back to the beginning. I'm not going to fight that guy again. I don't think it's worth the time. I'm just going to run away. And this time the Ulators declared war on us much sooner. Interesting. Okay. I'm back. What I missed, the game crashed. The game crashed and we lost the progress of the last 40 minutes of streaming. So yeah, you really actually didn't miss anything at all. I mean, to be fair, I was making terrible progress anyway, so it doesn't really matter. This time we're not going to go do that major fight again. We're just going to go straight over and deal with Winchester, or with Canterbury much quicker, hopefully. Just to wait for the rest of our lords to catch up. I don't know where they are. Where are the rest of our lords? They caught up in a fight somewhere. Oh, they definitely are, aren't they? Oh yeah, they're here. I don't really want to do that fight again. I'm just going to let them... I'm just going to let them do it. That way I don't anger my father-in-law. Okay. No, you don't get to survive in Canterbury, that's for sure. Okay, let's try this again. Will you surrender? Yes, you will. Wonderful. And who was it that defected last time? Wolfear. Wolfear had... Where is Wolfear? I can't see him now. Maybe we didn't have a Wolfear. Okay, that's fine. We will give it to the... There's a guy who's got 87 relation... This guy here. Okay. This time we're going to go back to Canterbury and hopefully not have a terrible time like we did last time. Oh, okay, they're still fighting here. I just don't want to particularly do that fight myself, to be honest. So in the meantime, I'll leave them to it. It's okay. What's the fight going on? Oh, I was going to see our Lorcan, I see. That's fine. Okay, this time we're going to try to take Canterbury, hopefully in a better situation. I'm just going to stop off by Winchester temporarily. And Winchester we somehow managed to hold on to this entire campaign, despite the fact that I don't think we really should have. We'll take the Aquitanian skirmishers. They're costly, but they're decent. Go trade with the locals. I'm just going to pick up more food, so we don't need to rely so much on kind of taking out other places' food. So maybe we can actually keep a better relation with Canterbury than we did before. Okay, back to Canterbury. Ooh, this time some people are outside. That's actually quite useful. There's less people in here now. Excellent. We might even be able to get them to surrender straight away if we're lucky. Will you surrender? Yes! There we go. Progress is back. Okay, this is my land now. Thankfully that didn't take anywhere near as long. Maybe it was meant to be that crash, because now we're in a much better spot than we were before. Sometimes this game throws its fun changes at us. We'll take everyone because we can always just chuck them inside somewhere. And I'm going to defer appointment of Canterbury until I've determined its value. Why am I here? Oh, I think I might have accidentally raided Canterbury. Oh, I'm so sorry, gentlemen. This was not my plan. I must have misclicked. I do apologise, gentlemen, but I don't want to have to go through and siege Canterbury a third time. We're definitely not going to give Canterbury to ourselves then, because they're going to blooming hate us. Oh, I'm so sorry, Canterbury. I didn't mean to attack you. I'm so sorry. Hey, leave the horse alone. Well, looks like Canterbury's going to be a smoking wreck for a while. Not perfect. I thought I said I would defer appointment, but apparently not. Okay, let's go back and deal with the guys on the other side. Well, at least we get some money out of this, although our reputation will be in the absolute tank after this. Understandably. So we're going to have to give this to someone to kind of bend back to their will after a time. Not ideal. Deal with you, thank you. I really didn't mean to massacre this entire town, but it seems like I have no choice. And the quicker we can get this over and done with, the better, to be honest. I don't feel very good about massacring these people here. Who's still left? There we go. And there we go, we can see the smoking wreck of Canterbury. It's a shame, really. But hey, we get some loot, not that we have space for it. Tools, meat, we get lots of alcohol. It's fine, let's take what we can. Canterbury is sworn to your troops. We get a bunch of money. I'm so sorry, Canterbury. That was not my intention, I promise. I'm sorry, Asbjorn. It won't happen again. Hopefully not. Okay, we need to go make peace with people. I feel like we've caused enough death and destruction in this part of the world for the time being. So we're going to head all the way back up to Dunbreton. I don't mind if we lose some land in the meantime, but we're going to just have to run back up to the other part of the world. This time Oxford hasn't been lost, which is good. I'm guessing that some people are not going to say yes to a peace, but we can give it a go. A lot of people coming into exile with us, which is nice in a way. But let's just get back up and... Oh, we can take Trefgop on the way back, that's not a problem. We're just going to go make peace as best possible. Cornubia and Glissing made a peace. So many notifications. It's kind of okay. Oxford has been besieged. By East Angle. Okay, we might just have to take that loss. I want to get back up and start making peace with people. We might just have to take that as a loss for the time being. We can always try and retake Oxford at a later date. Okay, we'll go up here. To Goban. Let's wait for some of our lords to catch up and then we can take this place. It shouldn't take more than a second. Surrender. Thank you. We'll take who we can here. Understandably, Goban doesn't really like us, but yeah, what can we do? Who can we give this to? Right, this time we're not going to burn it. We'll go to this guy here. I know he already likes us considerably, but we'll give him a second fort to work with. And then we're going to go to Dunbreton and try and make peace and try and distribute some of this land to the relevant owners. And if we can retake Oxford, that'd be excellent, but it's not an immediate priority. Heading to Dunbreton. And let's work from there. Stroll through the town, that's not what I intended to do. Visit the Lord's Hall. Do you like me? No. Your service is not required. I probably shouldn't do that multiple times. Bjorn Kettleson doesn't really like me, but I like your name because it's Kettleson, so that's fine. We're accepting like 2 new lords. Do you like me? No. Oh, you like me? You like me, that's okay. I'll accept your pledge, that's alright. Do you like me? Halfdan and... oh my goodness, this name. Halfdan Angatison. Your service is not required. Murdoch Cadal, you already don't like me. Roggenwalder, you don't like me. I'm not going to pronounce that name because that's going to just go horribly wrong and offend multiple people. Sigbert Sigwulfing already hates us. I don't know why he's here in the first place. Helgi Kettleson, I thought we already accepted... maybe this is the second Kettleson. Well, we've already accepted your brother, so we'll take you as well. Oh, you like me as well. Great. That's probably enough for now. Speak to my wife. How are my offspring? You have 1 boy and 1 girl. But that's all... very well, take care of them. Make sure they lack for nothing. But that's literally... you never get to see them at all. Brunhild... I've got a lot of land to give away. So Canterbury is going to go to someone who needs it. Like this guy here, he can take Canterbury. He can try and deal with the mess that is Canterbury. In terms of giving other fiefs away, Bebenham South. Did we retake Bebember? We might have done. We'll give the Kettlesons some land. Where's the other Kettleson? There's one. Ludenham South we'll give to some other new people. You. Ludenham North. I think there's still another guy with no fief. But I don't want to give it to the people who actively hate us. That doesn't feel like a useful thing to do. Oh god, that guy really hates us. We give him so much land and he still hates us. Oh dear. That's just Ekwald. We might need to see if we can fix that. I'm going to give some more of these minor bits of land to the Kettleson brothers. Just to make them like us a bit more. FM East. Who can we give that to? I'm just trying to work out who else needs land. Land management is not my favourite part of this game, I must be honest. I'm just trying to work out who doesn't actually have any fiefs. You don't like me, but you may never like me. I'm going to give Dabail some more land so he hopefully stays sane. We've got 2 more bits of land here. We'll give Ethelred some land to hopefully keep him on side. This guy really dislikes me. He's going to rebel at some point soon, so we just have to deal with that as a consequence. And Ekwald, we'll give him some more land as well to hopefully try to keep him on side. I'm going to make myself Lord of Jorvik and make myself Lord of Londonwick because that's going to give me a bunch of money and that's what I like. I also want to make peace with some people. Laithland, I want to make some peace with. And we will send Solvig because she's Norse and they're Norse. And I also want to dispatch an emissary to East Engel. And I'll send Asbjorn. Neither of them may accept the peace, but let's give it a damn go. I want you to sing for me and my men. 100 pennies. You really hate us. I don't know why we can't... For some reason he doesn't really want to go to anyone else's land, so we're just kind of stuck with him here. Okay, trade with the locals. I think we are going to lose Oxford. We'll just have to retake that at a later stage. It's not ideal, but hey ho. Let's go to the meat hall. Is there a prison broker here? No, but there's a farmer. Treff Breton West needs some help. That's fine, we can do that. Oh, we retook Bebember. How do we do that? Who owns Bebember? It's held by Maddox McGadle, who doesn't really like us, but he's back here now. Well, that saves us having to kind of get him on the side again, or besieging there. Location of... Where is he? Map Cadle. I can't even see him anywhere. He's probably in Bember, so we can just go that way. But I want to sweet talk him into not leaving again, really. Okay, I'm just wondering if there's any mod options we can do. Options. I want to just see if I can turn off villager raiding notifications, because otherwise we'll never stop accepting notifications. More. Faction testing. No, don't toggle the cheat menu. First of all, we can send foragers out all the day, but that's not really what I'm trying to do here. Anything else? No, I think we're okay. Oh, we can replace the battle with music and add more ambient sounds. We could do, I suppose. Okay. We'll resume travelling. There's a bunch of people near Trefbreton West. Let's head that way. Oh, Halfdan has left Britain and joined Denmark, as has Sigbert Wolfing. Remain in Denmark. Okay, we've lost that place there. It could have been worse, actually. Could have been a lot worse. That probably gives us some more land to work with. Brunhild. Nope, that's fine. Looks like they didn't have any land anyway, so I'm happy to get rid of them. Okay, to Bebember. But we did actually have a quest here, didn't we? We can't... Can we help the village of Trefbreton West? Because it's already being raided by someone else, I don't know. Here we go, we'll take the bandits. Making people more happy to see us is always good. And we are going to actually disembark from our horse, because it's going to be easier to fire us on foot. We need to buy ourselves a new horse in Bebember. I need to remind myself to do that. Before we do the invasion of Ireland, whenever that happens, we will need to think about getting some bigger ships, but that can happen later down the line, I think. Can go with you, nice. Come here, sir. No, bugger off. Leave me alone, please. There we go. Oh no, you're not dead. Now you are. Kill you. Keep slicing their backs, it's the easiest way. There we go, we are successful. Oh, look at that, someone's head is rolling down the hill. I suppose it's not really a laughing matter, but apparently it is. Right, onwards. Villages are just going to be constantly raided at this point, there's not much we can do about it. We'll stop off in Edinburgh and see how things are going there. There's enough troops in there for the time being. Problem is now we have so much land. Oh, Roggenwalder. Why? Stop leaving. Is this because I've got too much controversy? Oh yeah, controversy is 98. We need to give ourselves a new marshal. We lost Oxford to East Anglia. We knew that was going to happen. That's okay. I'm going to actually disown the marshalship for a while, and then we're going to let someone else take it. I want to replace myself as marshal because I'm just too controversial for people to actually really follow me at the moment. Ethelmod will be the new marshal because I actually like Ethelmod and I think he'll be good. It's the first time we'll have had a new marshal for a long time. But we can still act as our own independent force, but we're just too controversial at the moment to really be of worth to anyone. Whether he'll call the banners, I don't know. Glissing is oh my goodness, so many. This is the problem when you're kind of a titan of the world. You're at war with a lot of people. Look at that. If I can make peace with Lathland and East Angle, that would be good. The other ones, though, I'd like to go to war with the Moomain, but I can't really justify going to war with another faction when I'm already at war with so many people. Glissing holds Orkney, though, so we might be able to go after them, and they hold Hamtoon and stuff as well. Because they're the people in the light pink, aren't they? Yes, they are. Northumbria. We could go after a bit of land down here, actually. We could take Wilton, Baden, Hampton. Where's that supposed to be Hampton, I wonder? We might be able to take the Orkneys by ourselves, we'll have to see. But we've got too many men really for our kind of boats to work at the moment. Let's head to Jorvik via Beppenburg and see what happens. We might be able to independently take some land. I'm actually not going to join the campaign because I think they'll be okay to do work by themselves. And at this point we can probably act as two independent forces. But I'm intrigued actually, what does Ethelmod want to take? They want to retake Oxford. Okay, that's fine. If we were kind of passing by Oxford at the time, that'd be good. Is the Lord here? No, he's not. Gale, we need to find out where he is. Okay, we'll head to Jorvik. Okay, East Angle is not going to go for a peace, that's annoying, but we're going to have to just deal with it. Head to Jorvik here. This is one of our new taken areas. Oh, you're a claimant, that's fine. I'm not all too keen on doing the claimant quests, they're not always excellent. Go to the Mead Hall. Happy Widow, I will speak to Happy Widow and raise the company of my... raise the morale of my men, I should say. I'm also going to hire these troops as well. In terms of managing the garrison, there's a decent amount of troops inside, but could definitely do with some more, that's for sure. But we'll put kind of all the crappy people inside for the time being. Caravan Master, farmers can go in, they can turn to watchmen. The ruffians can go in, as can the slaves. Just buy ourselves a little bit of space. These guys can go in, as can these. We've got a lot of soldiers to upgrade. Standard bearer, another standard bearer. Problem is, with so many different troops, it's hard to kind of always keep them in an organised fashion. But we will move the standard bearers up because they are useful troops. And there we go. And we'll leave it. Oh, we can probably manage the town a bit. I don't know if there's anything we need to do here. Merchant's Rest Tool, that will increase prosperity. I'm fine with that. Gives us more money. And we're going to... we can either go retake Oxford by ourselves or someone else can. That's fine. Canterbury was a mistake. That we're going to pay the price for, I think. That's okay. Lathland are also unwilling to conclude a peace. It's not great, but we'll just have to deal with it. Okay, some more people are defecting, that's good. Where's Oxford? There it is. Let's go. We should be able to retake Oxford by ourselves, I think. There's only 125 in there. Let's see if we can retake them. Would you surrender? Yes, they are. Willing to surrender, which is excellent. And we also means we can take all these people prisoner, which means we'll be back above 300, which means for the first time in ages we can actually restart our caravan, kind of our support caravan, which is lovely. So at this point I'm hoping that Ethelmod can act as like a secondary force. I don't know how many people actually follow me into combat, but that's okay. Who can we give Oxford to? I don't need a castle for myself, really. I think Constantine here is probably a lost cause. You hate me for some reason. I think you might have... I don't know why you hate me so much. Who can we give this to? Do we give this to one of the Kettle brothers, I wonder? Yeah, we'll give it to one of the Kettle brothers, that's fine. And we'll give any new conquest over to the other Kettle brother. We can stop off in London Wick, because that's our other major bit of land. Eston Olafsson has defected from us, but I can't actually remember who he is. So, oh, Anglo Chronica. Greetings, my lord. What do you need? What do you do? I guess that's not an easy question to answer. My role here is to leave prosperity for the history of great men. I write the life of the greatest king in this area. I'm his chronicler. I want you to write my story. First, you have to be the most important person in this part of the world. That means displacing the person that currently holds that position and unifying under your rule this territory. Do you want to take on this challenge? Yes, please. You need to hold London Wick, Winchester, and Jorvik. I already do. Don't I? Come Britain world over all of England. My goodness. Pronunciation, this is hard. I hold London Wick, I hold Winchester, and I hold Jorvik. Sir? What? I hold it. Did I not? If I subjugate the Anglo-Saxon towns London Wick, Winchester, and Jorvik, do I need to hold Winchester personally? Maybe. Maybe I need to hold those lands to myself. That's annoying. Let's leave and come back in. No, he still doesn't want to do it. I am Britain Ward. I hold those. I hold those lands. I'm never going to be able to take Winchester for myself because it's already with a lord. I don't know. Hi there, you need to die. Whoever you are, come here. We're making some good money now per week. Attracted by the growth of your army, some priests and women have asked to join your army. Now, even some merchants seek permission to follow you. Although it'll give your army easier access to many services and improve the morale of your men, they will slow your army. Sure, they're welcome. That's going to be our followers camp, isn't it? Yes. Speak to the priest. I want to donate money. Speak to the smith. It's nice that we can actually have a smith out in the field. Not that we need to buy anything, but it's nice to be able to sell things. Slave trader. There's nothing to sell there, but it's nice to have it. Mules. I want to load some things on horses. That can be our like a temporary storage. Interesting. I actually want to speak to... I do have some lady folk here. I want you to join the followers party. I wish I could do this all at once, but apparently I can't. Because I'm hoping that they will be able to increase our morale in kind of a passive manner. Because they're not very, they're not going to be useful in combat, but that's okay. The farm, if I talk to you, there's nothing I can do there, that's fine. Okay. What now? What's our next option, really? we could go for Hamtoon here. Kindle Gwissing. They declared war on us. They need to understand the consequences, I think. And we should have enough people to be able to take it on manually. Oh, someone else has joined the Kindle Gwissing as well. It's weird that I can't become Britain Warden, because I hold London, I hold Winchester, and I hold York, but I don't know if I need to personally hold Winchester for it to work. Because this is the same one as the Norse one, but I don't know. Hamtoon, we might be able to just get them to run away anyway. Can I get them to surrender? No. But we can probably assault, that's fine. Build mantlets. And we will construct sanitation, just in case. And we'll also send people to hopefully get them to surrender. But this might be one we just need to fight our way into, I think. You're nothing but scum, you should leave before we kill you. How's the assault going? The mantlets are done. Build the equipment. And we'll give this to the other Kettle brother, if we manage to take it. Hopefully Ethelmord is doing something useful in the rest of the territories. It's kind of hard to tell. Cool, that's demoralised them slightly. Place the mantlets. How many do we lose? Only 15. Let's give it a go. We're fighting at a slight disadvantage, but I'm hoping the quality of troops will be better. Fire at will, and everyone charge. Hopefully Ethelmord can be a good secondary force while we go around by ourselves taking over things. We can certainly take over forts by ourselves, I think, now. It's just a question of the more major towns that we would probably need more help with. But the problem is we've attracted a lot of controversy, and I think that's actually causing people to leave. So that's why I'm kind of acting on my own for the time being. And hopefully any sieges that happen while I'm down this part of the world can be dealt with by the Marshal. They're not, Marshals aren't always the best at actually like dealing with the major problems in the world or within the kingdom, but we'll have to see. Wow, my throwing weapons are doing absolutely nothing. I think they're actually going between his legs. We missed all 6 of our shots there. Nice one, mate. We'll blow a horn. So this has actually got stone walls, but it still feels very like lackluster in terms of like actual defences. I don't want to be too much. I don't want to be in the main breaching party, but if we can do some damage, that'd be good. It's just trying to get onto the ramparts, which is the problem. Please don't knock me off, otherwise I have to climb up the ladder again, and I don't want to do that. But here we go, we can start attacking them from behind, hopefully. Deal with you, deal with you. Okay, so let's go after some of these guys over here. Some of these skirmishers, buy ourselves some breathing room for our troops pushing in. And they really only take 1 sword swipe to kill them, so it's not bad at all. And it probably knackers their morale as well. Deal with you. We have no more throwing weapons, that's okay. Oh. Where are you coming from, sir? How are we doing? We're doing fine. We have some wounds, but of course the good thing about wounds is they will heal with time, so it's nowhere near as much of an issue as deaths. Let's hopefully stop them from getting their land or their kind of walls back. If we can keep them off the walls, I think we should be okay to pretty much kill them fairly quickly. Charge! I'm going to remind myself to save after this, after what happened with the crash earlier. I don't want that to happen again, really. Cause as much death as we can. There's more people coming in for us. We should probably be a little bit careful. This is quite a nice town, actually. Or nice castle. It's got a nice gatehouse. Wouldn't mind this myself, but there's no real point in me holding on to castles. Really, I only need towns. Even the villages I don't think are really worth holding on to. We'll probably give this to the Kettle brother who hasn't got land yet. I think that's probably what we'll do. The son of Kettle. Ooh. Okay, let's just pull back, reassess our surroundings a little bit, and then we can go from there. Deal with you, wonderful. Okay, I think those guys will be okay over there. Let's start work on the new reinforcement wave. I don't think we killed him, but someone else will manage that. It's not a problem. I'm keen on going after these kind of stronger looking troops if I can. After you. Do you mind, gentlemen? Come here. Come here. Incidentally, I'm actually visiting York in a couple of days' time, so I'll actually get to go up to Jorvik and see that place again, which is lovely because I haven't been to York in a very long time. But now that we have taken Jorvik for ourselves, it feels apt that I'm going there. Oh wow, I'm rather bloody. Who's still left? Okay, there's another 30 troops there. We've only lost 30 troops in this engagement, so we could probably go and do another fairly major assault again soon. We have got 100 people wounded, but that shouldn't be too bad. Go to you. Just massacre these archers if we can. Thankfully they don't have too much armor, these chaps here at the back. Sadly we're going to make this garden rather bloody, but that's okay. Are you the last couple of troops? I think you might be. You were. Excellent. Okay, battle 1. Oh, there's a bunch of prisoners here, my word. Let's make sure we get the ones who are actually worth a little bit of money. The warriors, the spearmans. Yeah, then I think we just take the rest of them. I think we can actually just take them all, to be honest. I think we just about have space for them all. We do, excellent. Share the loot as is common. We will take everything to sell, because eventually we're going to buy some much bigger boats, and they cost about 90,000 pennies from memory. So we'll grab what we can. And we're going to give this to the other Kettle brother, Bjorn. There we go. There we go. We're going to head to Winchester and just sell all that stuff we just picked up. Trade with the locals. We also need to sell our horse, sadly. It's just... having lame ponies just isn't useful. We get a heavy horse, that costs us 10,000. Let's do that, and then we can probably pay that off with most of our loot. I say that's still going to be about a 7,000 penny investment, but that's okay. Where's the next place? I mean, that's getting tough because then that gets into Cornish territory, and I don't know if we want to anger them. But getting more land is always useful. What I'm still not sure about is why we can't claim to be Britainwalder, because we have Londonwick, Winchester and Jorvik, but maybe because we don't actually... maybe because we're not actually in charge of... Maybe because we're not actually in charge of Winchester, that might be the problem. I'm not entirely sure. Bjorn Ironside has defected and destroyed the Moon Main. It's helpful of him. Characters. Where is he? Bjorn Ironside. Actually, I know he's in the Moon Main, so let me try that. I just want to see if he's taking some land with him, which he probably has, to be honest. No, he has no fiefs. Okay. Well, he didn't defect with lands, so that's fine. Village is under attack. That's okay. I don't know if we're actually... Is Ethelmord actually doing anything at the moment? I don't know. We hold a lot of land. And I'd really like to make peace with people, because we just have too much at the moment. I'm going to head back to London Wick. I really want to see if I could become Britain Walder. I also saw there's a rather large group of people near Edinburgh, and that also concerns me. One day, a Christian ministry arrives at your doorstep. He is very enthusiastic. My lord, I have splendid news. There is a merchant from Jerusalem in Lunderwick now, and he is willing to sell us a piece of the Holy Cross. I cannot believe that we have the opportunity to own such a famous relic, and this would help me to spread so much the word of Christ to the faithful. Well, I'm not a Christian, but I'm going to pay for it because it might bring the Christians on side. The relic causes a stir amongst the faithful who flock to see it and praise your name for it. And praise your name. Okay, fine, whatever. I know pagans aren't welcome here, so that's fine. I have all 3 territories. Give me the title of Britain Walder, please. Who are you? Oh, you're a... That's fine, you're a lord. I forgot you strayed off the Christian route. Yeah, that was your fault. You told me to go raid a monastery, so I was like, yeah, sure, why not? There's some morale. Let's get some more recruits. Into the meat hall, there's a ransom broker here. Let's sell all our prisoners. That'll do for a pretty penny. Sphere warriors, I'll happily take their excellent soldiers. There's a farmer here. We need to go help him south. It's fine, we can do that. I'm always happy to conduct a little bit of public relations in the area. It's not actually nice. Oh, it's nice having a proper horse. We're actually going to get off our horse so it doesn't survive. I don't know, I'm proud I had a lasting impact on the game. You've had a lasting impact in general. I was getting a bit frustrated with streaming, and then you turned up and it's helped me get back on the track, which is good. Okay, let's push forward. Don't know why we're all going around in such a weird way. You're absolutely. When I eventually get the ability to have a VIP rank, you will be one of the people in that, which is, I think, nice. I need to get more people here to even be able to have the rank in the first place. Let's do some throwing weapon damage. I don't know why they're all kind of so far near the edge of the map, but, you know, hey-ho. This guy's actually look mildly competent, so we'll have to see how this goes. Ow. Please stop throwing stuff at me. You have a chance at a snazzy rank. Absolutely, I just need to unlock the snazzy rank, and that requires the community to grow a little bit in size. Insert drink crowd here. Woo! Okay, deal with you. Deal with you. I'm very low on health, so I want to be a little bit careful. There we go. Let's have another drink. And we've conducted the relevant public relations job that we needed to here. They like us a bit more. Let's actually... How many troops do we actually have in Ludenwood? Not that many. Do I get a snazzy rank? You're already a moderator, Whiskers. Yes, you will get VIP as well when the time arrives. I haven't done my trivia rounds in forever. The only time I'm even on Twitch anymore is when you stream. Well, I enjoy your cucumber facts. Recruiting. Okay, we can now at least recruit from here. That's good. Where we want to go to? We want to go over and deal with the rest of the glissing. Oh, hello, come here. Let's go deal with this chap if we can. If only to hopefully force them into peace. And we can actually help out Mr. Kettleson here, which would be wonderful, because he's going to die otherwise. Oh, it's nice having a proper horse that actually moves quickly. I'm keen to keep this one alive because it cost me 10,000 pennies. But sadly, I don't think horse armour being invented at this point in time. Okay, we'll settle here. Are they going to charge us? It looks like they're actually doing so, which is very kind of them. To be fair, I'm really happy I found you before the community gets big and more active. It's always nice to be part of the beginnings of a growing community. I agree with as well. But it would also be lovely to grow. But then I'm also aware that when you grow, it's harder to devote time to everyone who joins in the stream. And that is something which I find a little sad. That, yes, you become more popular, but then it means you can't always be the same person that perhaps you were when you first started. So it's a bit of a double-edged sword, but yeah. We're not at that stage yet, so that's fine. We don't need to worry ourselves with that for the time being. We could just charge them, I suppose, but they'll probably come in for us soon anyway. And I will also be streaming again later today. Once this stream is done, I'm going to take a few hours break, do some YouTube recordings, and then I'll be back to do another stream. And I'll be doing a kind of a one-off game for a change, which would be nice. A short hike, which I've been planning to record for a long time on Twitch, but I haven't never got around to it. But I think today might be the day. It's a really chilled, relaxing game. It's been on my list to play for a while. I've never got around to it really. Okay, let's go to you. Like, it's a really chilled game because like a lot of the games I play are like quite dark, or to do with like war and death, which is fine. That's what I enjoy. But sometimes it's nice to have a kind of lighter-hearted game as well. Ow. Okay, never mind what I just said. I'm now going to go berserk and kill everyone. Okay, we've lost the strength. We need to get that sorted out. You know what? Having a javelin in the neck, it kind of makes sense why I've lost some strength. I can't fold the game's logic there. We'll blow a horn, although I don't think we need to. We're killing them pretty simply here. But this also means that we've helped out one of our new lords, so hopefully he'll stay with us. One guy is walking backwards and he's going to get stabbed in the back. Nice. Who's still left? These chaps up here. Nice. I'm just trying to kind of ensure that some... I've got a javelin over there as well. I'm trying to ensure that we can try and make peace with some people. You arrived just in the nick of time, King Gulfluff. You have my deepest thanks. Ha! We showed those bastards a thing or two, didn't we? Yes. That's fine. Oh, lots of troops, lots of troops. I'm going to take all the good troops, you can have the rest of them. I'll take the warrior and the elite skirmisher, and the noble, and the spearman. And he can have the rest. Because he can just put them inside a town, that's not a problem, or inside his castle in this part of the world. Grab all you. We can upgrade everyone as well. Watchman, Freeman, I've kind of got to the point where I'm not even organising this army because it's got so chaotic already. Unless I get like a huge amount of a certain type of troop, which needs to be higher up, then I might change that around. Certainly the Viking I'd like to move a bit further up. Show the looters is common. We'll take all we can. Again, we can just sell that for a pretty penny at the local town. And hopefully this guy likes us a bit more now. He does, 34. Can I recruitment in your land? Yes, thank you. We may as well ask him as he's here. We'll head... Actually, we can head via Chippenham, that's not a problem. Because we also need to get ourselves healed up, but there's also a prison broker here, as there always is. I'm going to hire these troops. Ethel Mayor, I want you to buy all my prisoners, please. The one thing which is nice is that I've never had money problems in this mod at the moment. I mean, I did it earlier on, but kind of nowadays I don't, for the most part, which is good. Okay, let's trade with the locals, not visit my farmstead. The way they stand in the... Here. The way they stand in the menu is so funny. Or when I actually speak to them. Like this. When they do that weird turning around. It is funny. It's a game which I love dearly, is very close to my heart, but is sometimes a little bit silly. I visit my farmstead again. It can be a little bit silly at times. We will redeem our battle trophies, and we will sell the rest of our loot as well. Okay. Sell all this. I mean, it's not going to be worth that much, but, you know, as they say, every little bit helps, and so I'm going to do so nonetheless. I love the character models in this game, it makes me giggle. These aren't actually the normal character models. I mean, they're similar, but the ones in this mod are a bit more beefy than the normal ones. Okay. And we're going to go try take Wilton and Badenham, I think, here. Mods. So this isn't the base game I'm playing. Oh, for goodness sake, Oxford. How far away is Oxford? I should really know this, I live in this country. This isn't the base game. The base game is not like this. This is a DLC, but there's also plenty of mods. So you can play like a Game of Thrones mod, Star Wars, I think even. There's plenty of mods around. Okay, there's enough people here that Oxford I think is fine. I did not know that. Granted, I never played the game itself. So yeah, this is an official DLC, a total conversion DLC. The original one is based in a fantasy place called Calradia, and it's got like 5 or 6 factions, but it's very much like based on real world inspirations. There's like a Nordic faction, there's a desert faction, but actually the base game by itself can sometimes be a little bit lackluster, so I don't particularly mind. So that's why I tend to play mods or DLCs, etc. Okay, Baden, which I think was our original castle back in the day of when we were still part of the Kingdom of Wessex, and that was ages ago. So we're going to plan our siege, sanitation. We're going to... We're probably just going to assault this place, that's fine. But I will construct sanitation devices or equipment, so we're not in too much of an issue. Planning the assault. They're still building the mantlets, that's okay. We'll wait till tomorrow. Trust you, Whiskers, to talk about beefy shirtless men. Okay, we're going to clear the ground for the assault. It's going to take a little while, but that's alright. So we'll try to take Baden, we'll try to take Wilton as well. Still building the... That's fine. Yeah, we'll try to take Wilton so we can knock out Grissing in this part of the world. Place the mantlets. That'll give us some casualties, but that's fine. Let's assault. Again, we have slightly less troops than they do, but I think we'll be okay. Just in terms of quality, I think we'll be better. Let's blow our horn. I love this game so much. It just, like, storming a fortress with like 300 men is such a fun concept. This is the game that I feel I managed to kind of encapsulate what I wanted to be, which was like a soldier charging up a castle wall. It definitely has its problems, absolutely, but I just it fulfills one of those kind of fantasies I had as a child, as a teenager, and as an adult as well. I've always loved history. I realise, like, actually living in a world like this, or living in some historical periods, would actually be terrible, because there was no like laws or anything, and actually it would be a very unpleasant place to live. But you know, in fantasy, it would be fun to live in some of these time periods and places, or fantasy kingdoms. I'm surprised I can hit you from up there, but I can kind of. If I could hit someone from the ground just by jumping, then the wall is not doing its job. That's so wholesome. It is, but like if you actually live, like, I always like, if you actually lived in Roman times, I feel like it would not actually be as cool as it sounds, with all like the assassinations happening on a daily basis, slavery, etc. Yeah, I do struggle with some elements of the modern day world, but it does have its upsides and downsides. But then again, as a kid, I also wanted to be a train driver, and so, you know, I couldn't be a train driver if I lived in the Viking era. Okay, do we still have more javelins? No, we don't. Sit close to the wall, we'll blow a horn. Reinforcements arrived. How are we doing? Oh, not excellently. Put a shield on our back just while we were walking around the other side. We didn't get ourselves healed up in that local town, did we? No, we didn't. We're going to have to sort that out after we do this siege. I never heard a kid they wanted to be a conductor for a train. I wanted to be the train driver. But like, not like your modern day train. I mean, like, you know, the like trains you only ever see in like Harry Potter and kind of all these wonderful films from the past. Basically steam trains. I loved trains as a kid, I'll be honest. I'd be like, train, train, train. It's not quite, I wouldn't say it's my passion nowadays, but back then it was. Because you get to see lovely parts of the countryside and stuff like that. I've never been on a train. That is because you live in the United States, and the train infrastructure in the United States is terrible, having been on it. Like, train infrastructure is not very great in the US, and don't get me wrong, the train infrastructure here in the UK has its problems and needs to be a lot cheaper for it to become viable again for people to travel around the country. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, your trains are interesting. Yeah, your country's trains have been in the news a lot recently with all those chemical spills, etc. And maybe let's not go around that corner until we have some friends. I always wanted to ride a train though. Yeah, I mean, trains are lovely. Chemical spills. There was one in, was it Ohio? It was a big. It was a big thing. I remember. I mean, it wasn't. It was like a couple of months ago now, wasn't it, or something like that? But there was a in like East Palestine in Ohio. Oh my God! No! Back around the building, please. But even ones that don't derail, you know, when I visited the United States, albeit quite a long time ago now, the train infrastructure there was not excellent. You know, we definitely have some problems with trains here in the UK, but it does at least cover most of the country. There's less emphasis on driving everywhere here in the UK. There were two, I thought. One in East Palestine and someone... Yeah, there were. I just can't remember what the other one was called. I'm kind of stuck at the moment. I can't actually get out. That's a scary large amount of troops there. One in Wisconsin. That's where the other one was. So I haven't really been in that part of the world. So maybe, not all trains are terrible, and if you're an American train lover who loves your train system, I do apologise, but it wasn't all there when I went, to be honest. But it still felt, at the time I didn't know if I should just fly over within the US, because I did visit like 4 different states when I visited. Because I started off in New York City. That's probably most tourists do for America the first time. I then went to DC, Washington DC, for a couple of days, which I really liked. Actually, I liked DC a lot more than I did New York. And then I went to Virginia because I've got some family-ish related over there. And then I finished off in Boston, but I was so ill by that point that all I did was go out to the McDonald's to get lunch in all those days, and I didn't really experience anything of Boston at all, to be honest, because I was quite ill by that point. I picked up something from someone, and so it meant that that sounded weird, but it meant that I just lied in my youth hostel bed for 2 days until I could fly back to the UK. But I also stopped off in Iceland for a few days on the way to America, which was really nice as well. Let's make sure we take everyone of use. No, a soy mill. Train derailed a couple of days in Wyoming, but that doesn't make national news because it was an environmental threat, absolutely. And go to New Mexico and ride the rail runner train. Tell me how it goes. Happily, but it's going to take. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get back to the States for quite some time at the moment. I actually haven't been abroad since 2019, just before the pandemic. Actually, I went to Ireland, which was lovely. I went to Cork, gorgeous part of the world. Okay, we've taken Baden. Who do we need to give this to? Someone who likes us, but also needs some more land. I want to move to Ireland. Ireland is gorgeous. It's a lovely part of the world. And very friendly people. Who do we give this to? We give it to this guy, but he already hates us, that's the problem. There's no point giving him some land because he's just going to revolt at some point soon. I don't know who to give this to. We'll give it to Huithril because he's got a town. I'd rather not lose it, to be honest. Okay, we're taking control of Baden. Wonderful. And then we want to probably move straight into Wilton, but I need to get myself healed up first. That's something I'm going to otherwise forget about. Hi there. You clearly want to kill me, don't you? Can I get to Chippenham safely? I'm guessing not. Oh, I might be able to be honest. I don't mind if they re-siege. If they re-siege the place. Our followers' camp has been disbanded because we have under 300 troops. That's not ideal, but it's understandable. And I want to sell all my prisoners here. So I've got quite a few of them, and they all sell for a pretty penny. There we go. And I want to trade with the locals and just buy some more food because I think we're a little bit low on food. There we go. I think we can probably set it all here. We can just buy some food to make up the difference. And so buy some more wheat, some more bread. It's not perfect by any means, but it fills the role, serves a purpose. Okay. I don't know if they're going to retake Baden, but that's okay. I want to head via Winchester. Oh, there's a feast in Canterbury. Let's go there. We'll go back and take Wilton soon, I think. But if there's a feast in Canterbury, Let's go see if we can make some amends with Canterbury. I really like how your streams aren't all cluttered like a lot of the other streams are. Oh, do you mean with like kind of all the graphics on the screen, like a face cam and then like a streamer goal, etc.? Is that what you're referring to? Oh, I just hit my microphone. Well done, me. Professional streamer. Oh, Severe Warriors, yes, please. Yeah, no, I don't particularly like that in streams that I watch. Face cam is fine, and maybe a streamer goal kind of just underneath there, but otherwise that would probably be the most I would ever do. Mountain Blade adds to the clutter by itself. Ain't that the truth? Jesus. It's a very cluttered game. You're very true. Kingdom Scowled. Hello. There doesn't seem to actually be a feast going. I was promised a feast, and there doesn't seem to be one. Never mind. Let's just go take some more land in the meantime. We'll stop off at Winchester again. Might be some more mercs we can buy here. Book Merchant, Aquitanian Skirmishers. They're expensive. I'm actually going to say no to them, I think. I don't know if they're really worth the trouble there. The one thing I would say is that Cornwall and East Angle have very similar colours. Like this is Cornwall in the light blue, and this is East Angle in the slightly darker blue. From a distance, it makes it a little harder to tell, but that's okay. We'll go take Wilton. I thought, oh god, no, run back to Winchester, get ourselves healed up. I thought we had done that, but maybe I didn't. Stroll through the town. Can I oh, it's been so long since I've been in Winchester properly. Thankfully, the physician is not too far away. There we go. 150 pennies, and we will no longer have a stat loss. Oh my god, your hair is terrible. Kerbal just, you're bald, just accept it. That is the worst haircut in the history of haircuts. Is that genuinely his? Oh my god, that genuinely is his haircut. That's a dreadful haircut. At least some people actually have like full heads of hair. He just needs to go bald and grow a beard. I think that's his only option now. Genuinely dreadful haircut. Okay, let's go to Wilton. We've got 263. I'm hoping. Oh, why are you there? That's annoying. I don't really want to. Oh, okay. There's actually lots of people there. Let's maybe not fight all of you at the same time. Oh, for goodness sake, Bember. we keep on losing. I swear. Bember is one of the. I think Bember is going to be one of those locations which just constantly changes hands. It's now part. This guy, I need to deal with him. He's angry towards me. I don't know why. But so be it. He's also taken over Adgreffin and Agreffenham. At least it's the Cornwall, not the Moomain. Could be worse. Am I actually at war with Wessex at the moment? So I wonder. No. I'm still at peace. Good. I want to take on Wilton, but there seems to be quite a few people around. I might need some backup for that, but I can't call the banners because I'm not currently the Marshal. If I can find like a friend or two to join me. Let's actually see if anyone is around Winchester to kind of just come fight with me. I don't need the whole marshalship. I just need some lords like you can come with me. But you are Irish, and you're not going to be that useful because your soldiers are just not that strong. Will you follow me, please? Cute. You're not going to follow me forever, though. It takes me way too long to actually try and get a new... If I want to replace the marshalship, it's going to take a while. But actually, let me see if the realm is doing anything. Okay. How goes the war? How many wars are we in? Goodness me. Oh dear. Do we leave Wilton for the time being? And maybe we could go up and take out the Orkneys. I wonder. I'd like to take on Wilton if I could, I think. If I take on Wilton, and then we can go up and probably deal with the Orkneys and get the Kingdom of Glissing out of the campaign. Because the Kingdom of Glissing doesn't have much land left, I don't think. No, it only has Wilton and then the Orkneys as well. So that's okay. Okay, let's keep pushing. I'd love to be able to take Wilton. I need to make sure that you're still following me. You're devoted, so I'm sure you will stick around. My concern is there's a lot of Glissing lords around here. I don't think we have the troops enough. No, we definitely don't. We don't have the troops at the moment to take that place on by myself. I'm just going to stop by that place as well from East Engle and see how that goes. I don't intend to be able to take that place by myself. It's just got too many people inside, I think. Do I want to fight that? It's only a caravan. I don't think it's worth my time. We're still making good money though, which I'm thrilled by. I think we're just going to be a constant war with so many people now. Oh, there's a bunch of people in there as well. Let's get out of here. I want to head back to Dunbreton because there seems to be quite a few people hanging around in that part of the world. I don't want to lose that. That is my court at the moment. I do have other towns I could go to, but that's the first town we ever took. It would feel like a bit of a moral failure if we were to lose our original town. Mias is probably going to go to war with us. Great. We're at war with so many people, it's ridiculous. Okay, let's head back up to Dunbreton and head up to Scotland. We might be able to even push into the Orkneys if we're lucky. Fame and probability of attracted to berserkers, yes please. Hersier Eric. Could I convince you to come to war with me? No, you don't like me. So no, is the answer. You're following Hersier Eldred there. There's quite a few following. Okay, I think you guys will be able to deal with Hersier Eldred by yourself. I don't think you need me. If he hasn't got 31 health. Baden has been besieged. Oh, it's all the way back down there. That's a bit of a way away. How am I doing now in terms of... Oh, I've still got quite a lot of controversy. Can I make it back to Baden in time? Let's try. Well, I'm already basically in Scotland by this point, however. Let's see if we can make it back. If we can, that'd be good, but if we lose it, we'll just have to retake it. So many people we're at war with, and I don't know really if we're ever going to be at peace again. We've lost Baden to East Engle, and we're still quite far away. Let's leave that for the time being. We'll go retake Baden at a later stage. I don't think that's worth going after for the time being. Go to you maybe. I'd like to try and make peace with someone, but it may not happen. Things we are going to take losses throughout in terms of territory, and we are just going to have to go back and take them. That's the nature of wars. What happens? Let's. Okay, there's a feast in Canterbury. I'm not travelling the length of the country just to go to a feast. That's okay. And we'll head into Dunbreton. I think this is where our ships might be as well. We don't have room for 54 of our men. Actually, if I go to the ships, there might be a big one up for sale, to be honest. There is not. Never mind. I'm annoyed that, man, whoever owns Bebenberg just seems to defect constantly between different factions. You know, that used to be Cornish, now it's Norwegian. We just need to, when we can, we just need to take Bebenberg for ourselves and give it to a much more like secure lord. I need to buy myself a better ship. Because I think I've already got as much as I can in Sea King for a very long time at least. See the ships. There's only one ship. There's only 39 in that ship. That's the problem. I might be able to commission. I don't know if I can commission one in Edinburgh. I might have to commission it elsewhere, possibly Edinburgh. Commission a massive boat. Let's go see how much that would take, because we are earning money fairly quickly at the moment. Wessex has declared war against me. Honestly, they have one bit of land down there. Actually, no, this way they have other bits, I think. Do they? Wessex? No, it just holds that. I suppose we could even just try and knock them out, to be honest. But I think that's not really a major priority. What was I doing? I was heading to Bebember, wasn't I? When Bebember is somewhere we can attack without angering a new faction, we are going to take it off that lord who constantly changes hands. But I want to see the ships and see if there's a bigger one here. No, there's not. But if I stroll through the town, I might be able to speak to the ship merchant or the shipbuilder, and he can give me the information I need to know in terms of cost, because I do think we're going to need... How do we get down to the docks? We're going to wait here for some time till night time, because then I think we'll end up by the docks a lot quicker. Because I have a good amount of money, so I could feasibly afford it. We'll go... No. Stroll through the town. And here we are. Still not down by the docks. Okay. We're going to wait till daytime and then go and do it there. But Bebember is naturally Nordic, or is naturally a Viking area, so I should be able to... How on earth do I get down to the boats? Is naturally somewhere where there should be the ability to get these kind of impressive boats, because only the Scandinavian ship builders are able to build these bigger ships, so that's why I'm trying to go to naturally Viking places. There's the sea, let's just go that way and we should find it. Oh, there it is. I feel like it could definitely have a bit more of an impressive port, but then Bebember is very hilly. I also feel like I would fall down here if I was actually trying to walk down. But it's a video game, so it's okay. How much would it cost me for a big boat? A big boat. Please tell me one of you... Okay, you're the shipwright, that's fine. I want you to build me a ship. I need many warriors. Can you build a bussy for me? I don't want to spend much money, to be honest with you. You need timber, tar and wool. Okay, but they could build it, though, that's fine. You could possibly even build a couple of them. What I do know is that a lot of that stuff is going to be in... Oh, there's the wool cloth already, excellent. My concern is that the tar is going to be in Norway mostly. We might be able to find some if we're lucky. There is a lumber merchant somewhere up in this part of the world. There we go. We might just need to head over to Norway briefly, but it's a little bit of a distance just for some tar. I'm hoping we might be able to find some more locally, but it's not always the case. We'll try kind of the Scottish towns, see if they have any there. But they don't normally. I've got plenty of wool cloths, that's not a problem. I can't remember if it's wool or wool cloth, but we'll get them both anyway, just in case. I think from memory it is wool cloth, however. And we'll head to this place. No, we won't, because the pathing doesn't work. Dunbreton. Trade to the locals. I can't see what on earth I'm doing, because this game has so much extra stuff in the way. No stuff there, but I will pick up the... oh no, not the beef, not the beef, not the beef. But I'll pick up the other bits of food. Because we always need more food. Possibly not that much food. Okay, let's go to this town next, and then we'll go to Squeen eventually. And trade with the locals. Please give me what I need. No, no one has any tar. It's an issue. Unless you're just selling one. No, you're not. Never mind. We'll head to Squeen, and then we'll probably just have to head over to Norway to buy the tile that we need, and we'll just... okay, Mias is dead again. And then we will just ensure that we buy enough and just bring it back with us. And then we can just keep some in like a chest somewhere for when we need it. But there is a lumber camp here, so I'm going to go buy the lumber if I can. I think the kingdom will run in the meantime. Without me there. Oh, people don't like me because I didn't respond to a consent. Never mind. It's not ideal, but I should have responded to that. I want to buy some timber. Only 2. It's not perfect. Maybe by the time we come back they'll have more. I need to go to Dunbreton. And then we will sail briefly over to Norway. There's apparently lots of people around here as well. I don't know who's here. There's someone around somewhere. In terms of, let's just get some more recruits, then we're going to manage the garrison. We have a lot more troops than we can actually take. If we sail from port, we have room for 89 of our men. So let's just kind of get rid of some of these men here. We can always pick them back up at a later stage. We'll get the band bearers on us, that's fine. This is why we need bigger ships. Lost freeholders. You're just in the corner laughing at these characters, they are rather funny. Britain Freeman will upgrade and then put the rest in. Spearman will upgrade and put the rest in. That should be enough. We should be able to sail from port now. Excellent. We need to go to Tunsberg, all the way over there. Let's hope there's no major crises in the meantime. Which there easily could be. I'm glad Cornwall's doing well. Because normally Cornwall in these games just dies like straight away. But actually doing okay this time, which is good. On the way back we might even see if we can take the Orkneys back, which would be good. But we just need to head over to Norway to get the tar, because they are by far and away the biggest tar producers. Over here in Tunsberg. They might even just have a ship for sale here, which would be even better, to be honest. See the ships. Do you have... I'd love if you had a big... Okay, well, there's a skeed here, which will give us a few more boats. Let's go to the trade hall. I want the... pretty much, I'm just going to buy all the tar, and then we can keep it in a chest somewhere until we need it. How are okay, let's have a look at my ships at the moment. We've got a Busse, a Snicker, a Carvey, and a Skeed. I think I'm just going to invest in getting all Busses, so I can have like a, what, maybe 360 people in my boats at the same time, which would be useful. Thankfully, Denmark has kind of ran itself as a somewhat self-autonomous region, and no one's rebelled there yet, but that could still happen, but I'm thankful it hasn't. And then let's go... oh my goodness, where am I on the map? Let's go back up here. We're going to stop by the Orkney, see if we can just take that back on the way home. So this trip has been more productive than just buying tar. We've only got 200 troops with us though. This is why invading Ireland and Frisia and Norway just doesn't feel feasible at the moment until we get a few more boats on our side. Especially with 600 troops inside, my word. Okay, we need to send a... I don't know how we deal with that, but we need to do something to do with Gwynedd. We're going to head back to Dunbreton. Actually, no, we're going to head to the lumber camp. And then we'll head to... we lost Oxford again. Oxford is one of those ones where we're just going to be constantly changing hands, something tells me. I want to head back to this lumber camp briefly, just to get more lumber, because I think we'll need it. And then we'll be heading to Bebbanburg to get some more land. Or get some better ships, I should say. I want to buy more timber. You only have so much, but I think that's probably enough now. Let's go back to our ships. And we're going to... I'm guessing we can only commission one ship at a time, that's the only thing. Legate and Connacht are in an alliance, that's okay. Okay, let's go to Bebbanburg, try to get these ships started. I don't know if Edinburgh is somewhere I can commission a big ship as well, I'm guessing not. Gwynedd and Norway have made peace, that's fine. Okay, into Bebbanburg we go. And I want to stroll through the town again. Please tell me I'm on my horse this time. No, but I started where I needed to. Wonderful. I hope I have all I need now to commission a new ship. It's going to take about a month, I think. Your ship is of poor quality. You able to consider buying a better ship from me? I am. That's literally why I'm here. I want to buy a ship. Okay, no, you don't have good ships. I'm going to stroll through the town again. Oops. Oh, now I'm up here. No. I should have just stayed where I was before. Never mind. And I think once we get this ship started, we'll probably wrap up the stream there. We'll have a quick look at the map as well before we go. And of course there will be another stream later today. Because I am going away for a couple of days, I'm trying to get a whole bunch of stuff recorded or streamed kind of in a rather short space of time. So I've got this, then I'm doing World of Warships video, I'm doing probably another LA Noir video, and maybe another Frostpunk video, and also of course this other stream that I'm going to be doing as well. So lots to record. That's okay. I enjoy recording, it's fun. I like playing games as well. Good sir. I require a boat, a blooming big one. Build me a ship. I want a Busse. How much would pine cost me? 42,000. Build a ship for me. Okay, he'll come back in 29 days. I'm guessing, yeah. He's not going to be able to build me multiple ships at the same time, understandably. And it seems like it's actually... yeah, it's wool, not wool cloth. So I can actually sell that cloth back to them. But if I see any more wool, I will pick it up, because we're going to need it for some more ships. But I think we'll leave it there. We'll have a quick look at the map. Kind of think about our next strategy. Huh, that never used to be property of Gwynedd. Someone's defected. It's okay. We've got a lot of territory to reclaim from various kingdoms. If Bebbanburg changes into hands that we can go to war with, then we will. I just don't want to attack Norway straight away. Feels unnecessary. We need to clear up this middle part of the kingdom next. Adios, Swift. Have a good rest of your day. I'll try to set up next stream. That's very kind, thank you. If not, have a wonderful day, and the stream will be up on YouTube in a couple of days' time. Take care. Yeah, we need to clear up kind of the middle of England. Really, we just need to take over the whole of the map. That's going to have some complications. Ireland we'll get to at a later stage. And same with Frisia. On Frisia we could probably knock out straight away. They're kind of self-contained there. But I feel like we're at war with enough people. I don't want to actively be at war with more people. But I think that will do it for now. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.